I feel like, see, no one sent me a dick pic in a while. Don't start doing that. Hey guys, it's Ali, and dating in 2018 is so hard, and dating apps make it even harder. So we're gonna go through the apps on my phone and try to figure out which one works the best.
I ain't got no time to waste, it's finally my time. Out here chasing money in this city, a bright light.
You wanna meet someone organically. You wanna be set up, or you wanna meet someone in a bar. It's just not a reality anymore. If a guy were to come up to me in a bar, I would be like, why are you talking to me? Which is like sad because I do want a guy to come up to me at a bar and do that, but it's just not how things happen anymore. And God, what I would love ultimately is for one of my friends who all have boyfriends to set me up with one of their boyfriend's friends. Like, that would be lovely.
That would be lovely.
I mean, I'm wondering if they're like, Allie's fucking crazy, so like maybe I don't want to set her up with anyone I know. First, we're gonna talk about Hinge because I have been a dedicated Hinge user since it first came out, which I don't know when that was, but it came out and I was on it. It came out right after Tinder, like a LinkedIn for dating. I was told that it was like for the young professionals, and I was like, I'm definitely a young professional. So now I think it's like a Facebook for singles, because when you go on, you have like a news feed and you can answer all these questions. And so you know when they're weird right off the bat, because you're like, oh, they answer that their mom is their best friend. My subscription ends on February 14th, my 1 year, especially because I just had a really weird experience on this app. This guy messaged me and he was so cute. He was like 6'6", and I was like, okay. And he was like, hope I'm not too tall for you. And I was like, no, not at all. Like 6'6", that's great. He played lacrosse, which I love. And I was like, wow, what a normal, cool guy. Like, usually normal, cool guys don't like me. And so I was like, hey. And he was like, what's your number? I'll just text you. And I was like, that's what I like. Like, be forward, just like go for it. I already think you're cute, you already think I'm cute. Let's just get together and see if we like each other. And so he texts me and he's like, my roommate's not home tonight, wanna come cuddle? And I'm like, what about like drinks or something, And he's like, just wondering if you like big ones. No. And I have one thing to say to that. I have one response, a single response to do you like big ones? Don't give yourself away that easy that you're small. You might be 6'6". Anyway, he did end up saying, would love to take you out for drinks and talk, let me know. And I was just like, goodbye. So, Hinge, end of story. Great because they're vetted, great because they give you a lot of information about themselves and you can really get to know their personality without even matching with them first. But you still got the weirdos in there and they still say weird shit. Tinder. Everyone knows Tinder. That was the OG dating app. Everyone knows how it works. It started out really great, I think. It started out as kind of this new social network, like people meeting, swiping left and right. But then it very quickly got like sex trafficking. People just like were on there looking for like a quick hookup, a quick fuck. So I don't have that app anymore just because I'm not interested in those kind of people or those kind of guys. I think it is having a comeback, I will say. I think that with the resurgence of all these other dating apps, Tinder kind of upped its game a little. So you might see me on it in a few weeks, I don't know. I definitely am an avid user of Bumble. I dated a guy off of Bumble for like 3 months. That was like a pretty good thing. Cause like what happens to me is that I will make these dates and then I won't go on them because I get like freaked out and I'm like, oh, I watch too much SVU.
These are their stories.
What I loved about Bumble originally was that the girls can message the guys first, so you can control the narrative. That's very important, ladies. On Bumble, they can't do anything. They have to sit there and sweat.
Pop the molly, I'm sweat.
Also, something that I don't like about Bumble is that it's not as vetted. Anyone can join it, anyone can be on it, and it doesn't matter, if you have mutual friends with them or not. But I've had good experiences with the guys on Bumble, except once I did. Some guy messaged me and he was like, what do you do? And I was like, oh, I am a news reporter for Hollywoodlife. And he was like, I'm talking to someone else on here that does that. And now I just wonder which one of my coworkers he was talking to. Wait, I just heard Kylie's in labor. I'm so glad we have this on tape. Something that I don't love about Bumble, which is happening right now, is it just says this guy's name, his job, where he went to school, and that he's in the Bronx 6 miles away from where I am right now. No other information. There's, a few photos, but That's about all I get. Bottom line with Bumble, I think it's a great app. I think it's a great concept that the girls get to message the guys first, but I still think you really don't get enough information on the person that you're talking to. So I'm also on The League, and I waited about 8 months on the damn wait list for The League. And the day that I got my acceptance to The League was like the day I got my acceptance to college. I was like, I'm on The League. So I was so excited, and I haven't matched with anyone. Actually, that's not true. I've matched with like 8 people, but I've been on the app for like 6 months now. So the thing about The League is that you get 3 people to swipe on a day, and it resets every day at 5 p.m. But if you aren't on the app every day, then it won't reset until you like these 3 people. I'm very touch and go with these apps. Like, it's like when I'm feeling lonely, I'll go on. So the thing about The League is that they really look at where you went to college, where you work, what you do for a living. I mean, it's called The League, as in the Ivy League. Originally, they only used to let people from Ivy League schools get on. So it took me 8 months to get on. I went to George Washington University. Not a bad school. My friend and her boyfriend just broke up, and so I sent her a referral to The League. She went to Brown. She got on in 3 days. But I do wonder if she's getting better guys than me on her match list because she went to Brown and I went to GW. I haven't had any dates from this app, but I can tell you the bottom line from The League is that the guys are really cute. I'm sure that the girls are really cute because I'm cute. And, you know, you have to just be consistent with it for it to work. Okay, so I recently applied to be on this app, Raya, that kind of has these like socialite celebrities on it, and I just wanted to see if I could get on because they really accept you based on your Instagram following. And like, I don't have that many followers. I have about 2,000 followers on my Instagram, but they were like, we really like bikini pics on your Instagram feed and stuff. So I went on vacation and I was like, I'm gonna post a bunch of bikini pics and then I'm gonna apply for Raya. Like, I had it all planned out in my head. And so I was like, okay, just like take it from here up though, because like I don't want anything else on there. You have to get a reference. And so I texted my friend who I knew was on it because he's a model. And I was like, hey, like I just wanna like try to apply on Raya. And he's like, let me take you out. And I was like, no, I just wanna apply on Raya. I don't care if they waitlist me, just like that would really suck if they straight up rejected me. And a few days later, I got the waitlist. And so I was just, thank you for not rejecting me. You know? Bathing suit pics really came in handy. Thanks, Matt, my brother, for taking them. I know that annoyed you. Well, look, I might not be the best person to give you advice because I'm still on these apps and I have a date this Saturday. You know, have your gay best friend check out your profile for you because that's what I did and he said it was really good. Message him first. Don't be afraid. You get so many matches and they get so many matches and they're swiping all day and you're swiping all day. Message them first and just say, hey, what's up? And also don't be afraid to make the first move and say, let's grab a drink. Like, I hate talking on this thing. Then you'll know if you're wasting your time. Don't sit around messaging each other on this app when you've never even met before. If you are seriously looking to be with someone and you're seriously on these apps and you want to be with someone, go on a date every single night. My friends and I, we would plan dates every single night. Sometimes we'd have 2 a night and we go from one to the other because if you want to be with someone and you want to meet someone, you have to get out there. And every time, even if it's a bad date, even if it's a good date, you're one step closer to being the person that you're meant to be with.